Hello everybody, this is a video tutorial for how to play You Are My Sunshine on the ukulele. So yesterday in class you got this music, which has You Are My Sunshine on one side and the Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds on the other. This video will show you how to play You Are My Sunshine. So just going over the music quickly, you see here there are 3 chords in the entire song. The C chord, F chord, and then very briefly there's the G chord. So if you look, we've got 8 measures of music, right? We're in 4/4 time. This is a tab. This is not regular staff notation paper. This is a ukulele tab. So by reading the lines represent the strings on the ukulele, okay? So from bottom to top, it's like an upside down ukulele. So this is the G, then this is the C, E, A. Then the same thing here, this is another tab, G, C, E, A, all right? So you'll see here in this first measure, it's telling you to play the C chord, because you know by now from playing Stand By Me that you play the C chord by putting your finger on the 3rd fret. That's what it shows here. Then 0, 0, 0, open strings for all the others. So the first 2 measures are the C chord. Then 3rd measure is the F chord. 2nd fret of the G string, 1st fret of the E string, and the other strings are open. Then we go back to the C chord for measure 4, and then we have another measure of the F chord in measure 5. Then we have another measure of the C chord. Then this is the trickiest measure right here, measure 7, because you have the C chord for 2 strums, 2 beats, and then you have this new-ish chord, the G chord, for just 2 strums. And then the last measure is just the C chord. Okay? So what these represent here, if you're counting the beats, is you're strumming to the beat, right? Because we're in 4/4 time, 4 beats per measure. And if you notice, there are 4 strums per measure. So you're just strumming to the beat in this song, okay? That's what those lines represent. They represent quarter notes. All right? So before we start playing, let me just first show you this new-ish chord, the G chord. Okay? So if you look on your paper here in measure 7, you'll see that G chord, right? It's the 2, 3, 2, 0. So what that means is 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the E string, 2nd fret of the C string, and open string for the G string, the one closest to the ceiling. So to play it, obviously first tune up. I've tuned up already, so we're good to go. So to play that G chord, here's how you do it. Put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. That's the 1st fret. This is the 2nd fret of the A string. Then you want to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. You see that? And then you wrap around your index finger so you can put it on the 2nd fret of the C string. Just like that. 2, 3, and 2. And then this string, the one close to the ceiling, is open. This is G. So a little bit different from the G7 that we learned in Stand By Me. This is regular old G. All right? 2, 3, 2, open. All right, and you kind of want to, if you see here, I have my fingers kind of sandwiched on top of each other to fit it all in because they're very closely set to each other. So this is the trickiest chord. For now, if that's a little bit difficult, you can ignore putting your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, and you can get away with just second fret of the C string and third fret of the E string. That sounds pretty close. Okay, the other chords we know how to play already because they've been in Stand By Me. The C chord, open, 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 third fret of the A string. This is C. F chord, second fret, open, first fret, open. This is the F chord, okay? So, in terms of playing this, like I said, 4 strums per measure. So, if we just go through it, let's just go through the song very slowly, okay? And I will play it from the beginning. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. First measure, the C chord. Second measure, 2, 3, 4. Third measure, 2, 3. Back to C, 2, 3, 4. Back to F, we're in the 5th measure now. Back to C, this is the 6th measure. Here's the 7th measure. I'll pause it here. We're about to play the 7th measure now. 7th measure, you play C for the first 2 beats and then G for the next 2. So this is the 7th measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, C. This is the 8th and final measure. So one more time, this is the whole thing. I'll go nice and slow from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Second measure. Third measure, F. 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 4th measure here. Going to the 5th measure, F. 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 6th measure. Here's the 7th measure. C, G, and 8th and final measure. And I'll sing it here. Here we go. And of course I just messed up. Now if you want to sing along to it, this is an example of the chorus, the refrain, the You Are My Sunshine part. All right? So if you notice, I've lined up the chords with the words. Basically, if you notice, you start singing before you start playing. Okay? You sing the You Are My, and then you start playing. That's called a pickup. Here we go. 1, 2. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. That's it. That's one way of playing it right there. I mean, obviously that was a little fast. You can go as slow or as fast as you want, okay? But that is the chord progression for the song. It repeats throughout, just like with Stand By Me. Obviously the words change with every verse, but those are the chords and the strumming pattern. If you have any questions, please always feel free to email me, all right? Good luck practicing.